everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be talking about a vital topic, and that is getting fat and what you need to know. So for the longest time there's been a whole fiasco centering around the word fat. Some people find the word quite offensive and some see it as a form of body shaming. So why I stand to support that notion, more importantly, I will be speaking from a medical view, sharing vital information that will help you make informed, healthy choices. So watch this video with an open mind, or we jump right into it. Getting started, what exactly does it mean to be fat? If you ask me, I'm going to say that the term fat is a relative word and can mean different things to different people. But for the context of this video, I'm going to restrict my values, statistics, and definitions to claims by World Health Organization. So according to World Health Organization, getting fat or being fat is just an excessive fat accumulation that poses a risk to your health. Or better put, when you have a BMI, that is body mass index, or value that is greater or equal to 25, you're considered as overweight. And when you have a value of BMI that is greater or equal to 30, you're considered obese. So when you fall between an overweight person and an obese person, you are called fat. I don't know if that makes any sense. Okay, before I move further, let me just give you a simplified scale that will help you calculate, or that will help you know where exactly that you fall. There is a standardized scale, and that's the body mass index scale, that simply help you check a variation of your weight divided by the square of your height in meters. What I mean is, you check your weight in kilograms and you divide it by the value of the square of your height in meters. Most times when you get your height, it's usually in centimeters, so you convert it to meters and find the square of that height. Then you divide your weight by that value, and that will give you in kilograms per meter square. I don't know if that makes any sense. So generally speaking, there is a standardized range that varies from underweight to your normal weight to overweight to obesity. And don't forget that obesity is in variations. We have the type 1, type 2, type 3, and we have the morbid obesity. I'm not going to bug you with all of that value. But most importantly, I think it's good I put out the normal weight value. Okay, the normal weight value that is standardized according to World Health Organization ranges from a weight of 18.5 to 24.9. So if you fall anywhere around this value, it means you're within normal weight. But the moment you tend towards 25 and above to 29.9, you're considered overweight. And when you get the value from 30 and above, okay, that means you're overweight. So when you fall between overweight and obesity, which is a range, when you fall between that, you're considered as being fat. I don't know if that makes any sense. So let me first of all give you this assignment so that you put it upon yourself to check your BMI today. So it can help you, it will guide you into how exactly you need to work on yourself. This issue has grown to epidemic proportion. I mean, this issue of obesity, overweight, and all of that has grown into epidemic proportions. And let me give you some key facts to support that claim. According to World Health Organization, it is estimated that about 1 billion people worldwide are obese. Out of that 1 billion, we have about 650 million as adults, 350 million as adolescents, and 39 million as children. If you ask me, that's an alarming rate. And it's also estimated that in 2025, approximately 167 million people will become less healthy because of being overweight or obese. I'm sure you don't want to fall into that number. It's very simple to talk about it, but we know it's not that simple to lose weight. So why exactly are people fat? Fundamentally, there are three major variations. The first one is an increased intake of energy-dense foods that are high in fat and sugars. The second one is increased inactivity due to increasing nature of sedentary lifestyles related to work forms, modes of transportations, and increasing urbanization. And the third one is an inherited genetic predisposition from parents. While the first two are modifiable, the last one, there is really nothing you might be able to do about your gene. Okay, nevertheless, there are other factors that could contribute to accumulation of fat in people, and that includes major lifestyle changes like pregnancy, like breastfeeding, like menopause. Certain medications like hormonal preparations can cause that. Contraceptives. There are many other things that could also increase or increase the tendencies of people accumulating fat. However, let's talk about the consequences, about common health consequences of overweight and being obese. The first one is that it increases a greater or a high BMI increases your risks to certain non-communicable diseases, and this include cardiovascular diseases is a major one. Okay, certain cardiovascular diseases, especially heart problems like cardiac attacks, stroke, okay, hypertension, can be related or usually related to increase in BMI. Okay, the second thing, musculoskeletal disorders like osteoarthritis. You see people complain about joint problems, hip problems, and all of that. This can be attributed to some risks of being overweight or being obese. Diabetes is another one. Certain cancers, including endometrial cancers, breast cancers, prostate cancers, just name it, they are somewhat related to or triggered by an increased BMI. So you see, it's very simple to talk about it, but we know it's not as simple to lose weight. Okay, let's talk about prevention. This is the part that I want to emphasize the most because prevention is cheaper and better than cure. Okay, so how exactly can obesity and overweight be tamed? Okay, most importantly, you start by living or eating a prudent diet. What exactly is a prudent diet? A prudent diet is one that has lesser saturated fat and sugars. Okay, that means you're eating like well-prepared food, healthy foods that contain plenty of fruits and vegetables, legumes, fibers, eating whole breads rather than all these white breads. Okay, they are more healthy. So make sure that whatever diet you are consuming is a prudent one. Reduce or cut down to the barest minimum all the carbonated drinks, fizzy drinks. Okay, we don't say don't take them. We say reduce them, cut down the amount, limit the intake, because there's some people, there's no day they don't take these things. And whether you like it or not, these things are sugars and the body stores them as energy. Okay, and that's how they get accumulated in your body. So make sure you cut down the amount. Then limit your intake of processed foods. Okay, all the burger, all the chocolates, artificial sugars, sweets, chewing gum, just name it. You know, food. Take healthy juice rather than processed fruit juice. If you must take juice, you can do your own smoothie yourself, buy these fruits yourself, make them yourself, because whether you like it or not, they contain artificial sugars and some of them are even preserved. They have some of these preservatives that are not even healthy. Okay, so it is very important that you eat a prudent diet. Then the place of physical activity cannot be overemphasized. Make sure that you are expending as much as you are consuming, and make sure that your expenditure is always above your consumption, because sometimes people get frustrated and worked up about their weight not having an obvious difference after working out for so long. It's because whatever they are putting out, they are eventually taking it in back. Make sure that every time you're working out, you are not consuming back what you are expending. Make sure that you are expending much energy than you're consuming, because if not, you're not going to get any of it. That's the only formula for losing weight. Okay, whatever it is, you can't for instance, you can't be working out and be eating all the foods that you're supposed to be staying away from and expect that there will be a positive difference. No, it's going to get frustrating, and that's why you hear people have done everything that is supposed to be, and people really see you working out, but the truth is you're not eating healthy. So eating healthy has a more vital role to play in losing weight. Okay, so take enough water, eat fibers, vegetables, plenty of fruits, okay, legumes, whole breads rather than white breads, cereals that are healthy. Okay, make sure you prepare, if you must take your cereals as breakfast, make sure you don't add artificial sugars. If you must, all of those extra you are always adding is not necessary. Learn to eat your food and your meals whole. Okay, and physical activity, like I said, is very vital. Make sure you engage your muscles, especially all this weight and those kind of energy that kind of make you breathless, that make your heart pace, like increases your heartbeat and all of those. Walking, about 30 minutes of exercise for 3 times a week is okay for adults, for an average adult. Okay, so put in the work It's going to be demanding, it's going to be strenuous, but everything worthwhile, like I used to say, takes time. So do these things, drink plenty of water, and be positive. Okay, don't get frustrated before even starting. Oh, you're not even sure, maybe probably you've been working out, you don't even need special exercises. Sometimes you might not every time, sometimes you might not even require or need extra or special exercises like going to the gym and all of that. That might be an extra. But for just a normal person who is not that overweight, but you just want to maintain a healthy life, just make sure you're active every day. All of that inactivity must stop. Okay, that's a way to keep your muscles strong, well oxygenated, and lose weight. So before I continue, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure that you subscribe, you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it in any way, and make sure that you drop your comments or a question probably if you have any, and that will go a long way. And we also need to promote, have an environment or a public space that is positive, supporting people who are genuinely trying to work hard. And I think that's the part where we all have a role to play. Some people are just slim, but that doesn't mean they are fit. Okay, there's a difference between just being slim and being fit. So if you're slim and you're not active, then you're not fit at the same time, because your tissues and your cells need oxygen. They need a lot of oxygen to be able to, carry out proper processes that they do on a daily basis. So it is very vital that we as people, as a public, as a community, we come together, we support one another, providing a supportive environment. That's one major way people can even start living healthy life, supporting people to make healthy choices, okay, to lose weight, not passing comments, not being insensitive to how they look, but rather supporting and encouraging them, okay, eating healthy, helping each other live healthy lives and making more healthier decisions. And at the end, there will always be a difference. I remain Peace Ogumbe, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye.